prayer, why do we neglect it? How can a lack of faith be dealt with in order to pray more often? Have an extended prayer session. Set at least one day per month aside for a late-night prayer session. Luke 6 verse 12 contains this information about Jesus' prayer life, and it came to pass in those days, that he went out into a mountain to pray, and continued all night in prayer to God. You could perhaps pray for about 2 to 3 hours through the night at home. You may pray alone, with your wife, or with fellow believers. Empty your heart before the Lord then. Release the fullness of your heart. Hannah told Eli that she poured out her soul before the Lord when she prayed, 1 Samuel 1 verse 15. Confess your sin, thank the Lord, and praise Him for what has happened in the past month. Also pray about your needs, concerns, and desires. First, sleep for at least half an hour in the early evening, to avoid falling asleep due to fatigue during the prayer session. The ideal is to have it on the night before your day off at work, such as the second Friday of each month. In due course, you will see remarkable, positive results in your own life. You can even see miracles happening in your life. Keep a journal of the answers to your prayers. Those who are quick to question God over the lack of an answer to a specific prayer request, are often not mindful of the fact that He did answer their prayer. They were simply not aware that He had indeed provided for their needs and desires. They simply received this information that their prayers were answered, at a later stage. The letter containing the housing loan approval they desired, the cell phone message containing the proof of money paid into their account, or the email containing the results of the negative blood tests, have simply gone missing, got damaged or was accidentally deleted, so that it took a long time to reach them, or never reached them at all. Other people suffer unnecessarily due to unopened financial gifts, letters, emails, and other electronic messages containing the good news of financial gifts, pension benefits, or gratuities that are theirs, as soon as their identity and address can be confirmed in person. The expectations individuals have as to when they desire God to answer their prayers, are also problematic. They are quick to ask, how long does it take God to answer prayer? The critical thing they, however, need to consider is this: when does God answer a person's prayer? Is it when he receives the thing that he needed, or when he received notification that he would receive the thing he needed? If he does not receive the thing at the time he really required it, can it still be regarded as an answer to prayer, even if it appears to have come too late, according to his human reckoning? When approaching the battlefield, Jehoshaphat was not even aware that God had already given him the victory over the enemy that he had asked for. The enemy was already slain when his people approached the battlefield, and there was also an added blessing, namely the rich spoils. 2 Chronicles 20 verses 3 to 12, 24, and 25. In many difficult situations that you may be agonizing over in prayer, you need to realize that God has already taken care of your problem, even though it does not seem like it. One of the main things that the contest of Elijah with the prophets of Baal illustrates, is that God is more than able to answer prayer immediately. 1 Kings 18 verses 36 to 38. Without expressing this need to someone else, faith in some philosophical theory, ideology, or false god cannot result in a person having food to eat, not long after they have prayed for it. God's hand moving someone else to take food to you, or to give you money to buy it with, is exactly the type of thing He does. Because God is faithful, you have no reason to be faithless. Pray for God to perform miracles in your life. A miracle from God is essentially a wonder work of God. This is to be distinguished from mind over matter, paranormal phenomena, and satanic manifestations, which could also seem miraculous and which the heathen might ascribe to the power of their gods. From Jesus' temptation in the desert, you observe that Satan knew the power of the Son of God, namely that he could even turn stones into bread. Matthew 4 verse 3. If people do not believe in certain things, they will not easily pray for them. If they do not believe in miracles, they will not pray for miracles. People who do not believe that miracles do happen, cannot expect miracles to happen. Their lack of faith makes it difficult to receive or see a miracle taking place in their lives. Matthew 13 verse 58 describes what happened in Nazareth, the hometown of Jesus, and He did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. If you want to see more miracles happen in your life, you must be expecting more miracles. This also happens by being prepared when you find yourself in the presence of the miracle-working God. If the young boy did not have 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and if he was not willing to share them with others, would the miracle of the increase of the food ever have taken place? John 6. Why did none of the approximately 20,000 people present there have any food that could be blessed and shared with the rest? Was the boy the only one who came prepared? Where was the food of the adult men and women who were present? Why did Jesus' disciples also have no food with them?